Yo, what up guys? Today we're in for one hell of a treat. It's Chovy Ahri versus Faker LeBlanc. So grab yourself a coffee and relax a little bit because we're gonna be enjoying the fullest of this game. So, what do we see right here? We got a rune setup that's very, very interesting. I want to quickly go back to this rune setup right here. So, I like the Electro, I like the Resolve, but I think Chovy should have went bone plating. I'm personally a really big fan of taking bone plating into LeBlanc. Bone plating, 55-second cooldown. LeBlanc W early, 18 seconds cooldown. So, what it does, it actually really messes up LeBlanc's trading patterns. Hence is why I think bone plating is so good. Whenever LeBlanc has it up, or like whenever Ahri has it up, LeBlanc cannot trade into the Ahri, and because of the cooldown of LeBlanc's W, it really messes up with their trading windows. So now let's actually take a look at what's happening here. Both parties take C-Pot. I think Faker actually anticipated the bone plating right here, so he walked back, but then he noticed, alright, she does that bone plating, so I can just keep trading with her. So this was actually just a little bit of who is the biggest alpha in the lane, actually, just trading level 1, you know, who has the biggest muscles right here, and it seems like both of these guys are quite on the strong side. There's not really one favorite. Let's take a look at how they play the lane. Both got C-Pot, both got TP, that means there's going to be a lot of heavy trading, and that's exactly what I want to see in this lane. So we got a nice little W from Chovy, very good Q auto attack from Faker, and this is exactly what you want to do if you're LeBlanc in this matchup. LeBlanc has a little bit of an edge early game, so you want to be heavy trading because you got more kill threat on Ahri than Ahri has on you. So the more there's being traded, the better it is for you as LeBlanc. So that's exactly what I'm looking to see. Nice low Q from Faker. Faker opts in for Electro plus Sorcery. That means that he gets Scorch and that the poke battle is actually just gonna be fought. And it's really, really good what Chovy does here. He respects Faker's QW combo, and it's completely fine for him to get pushed in like this. Chovy gets some very nice auto attacks back onto Faker, and that, ooh, Faker makes a little misplay here. Let's rewind here. So Faker jumps in, does not get the electrocute because he cancels his auto attack. That's really rough. So a nice small win for Chovy. Chovy has a bit more sustain in his kit because he's got the Resolve and he also has the Ahri passive, of course. So I'm curious to see. I actually think he might even out-sustain Faker in this lane. If I would be LeBlanc right here, I would just... Oh. What's going on here? Is he drunk? Faker's making some massive misplays here. I'm not sure. Is he tilted? There's definitely something going on here which is not good. He also takes a tower shot and charming full combo to the face. And now as LeBlanc you're in a very rough position actually. I love Chovy's posturing here. It's quite aggressive. Yep, and he actually forces Faker to a bad reset. This is tragic for LeBlanc. LeBlanc wants to win these early battles in the lane. Otherwise, she's going to be in a lot of trouble because Ahri has more wave control than LeBlanc. And she can use that to actually avoid the lane and start roaming. And Ahri is a bit more useful when it comes to these skirmishes in the mid to late game. So the lane is looking like it's in a very good position for Chovy right now. He can be very happy with the way this is going. So we see that Faker holds the wave. That means that we force the TP right here. Chovy already opts in for Sweeper. That's really, really crazy, in my opinion. But he's got the zombie ward, so that's actually fine. That's actually fine. Really interesting setup. So we see that... Let's actually rewind this. I think this is a crucial thing to talk about. So when you're playing against LeBlanc and the wave is frozen, you have to be scared. Like it's really scary. So what actually happens here is I think that Chovy gets a bit lucky. Because if Hecarim is here, this looks like a perfect angle for Hecarim to be here, by the way. He's done his first full clear, Scuttle has spawned, he's level 4. Maybe he hovered bot, now he can hover mid. If Faker pinged on time and he lands this E, Chovy has to flash. But nice little sidestep by Chovy, massive trade for Chovy once again with the electrocute. And Faker is actually kind of getting outplayed in this lane. So it's crucial for Chovy to actually start shoving this wave, because he doesn't want to be in this unfavorable position where he can get ganked by the Hecarim. Which might just happen right now. Because, yep. Yeah, very interesting. So that turns the tides of the matchups once again. Very good kill for Faker, but pretty bad situation for Chovy. So what's really interesting, right, is if you take a look at this situation from Ahri's perspective, right? Okay, so Hecarim didn't gank you right here when Faker went in. Okay, that means that he went for a reset. If Hecarim's not ganking here, that means he went for a reset. We actually have vision on enemy topside camps, right? So if Hecarim went for the reset and he wants to farm, and the Gromp is coming up, he should be there right now. 420. That's usually when the second rotation of camp spawns, because he has nothing else to do. So in this situation, if we do not see Hecarim on this ward, we gotta feel really, really, really scared. And the fact that he opted in for early sweeper against the LeBlanc means that he doesn't have the ability to place out vision, and he's walking up really far, and in my opinion also hovering to the wrong side, which leads him to die here. And if Faker freezes the wave, which he can definitely do, it's gonna be a rough position. So it seems like Faker indeed freezes the wave, Chovy comes back, and right now the lane is... well, Hecarim got the kill, so I actually think it's quite even, honestly. But definitely it's going to be a fair match now once again. Chovy wants to get this wave out. He wants to get level 6 ASAP. He gets it on this wave. Faker also gets it on this wave. Yeah. That's actual sub-diff, you know. Let's actually take a look. Would Faker have won it otherwise? I think he would have, yes. Because LeBlanc like this with the QW, I think he would have won it. Because he probably had this Q coming back up right now. Q is like 6 seconds. Let's see when he uses his Q here. 45. I think he would have gotten the Chovy. I think he would have gotten him. So, this is amazing. This is exactly what I want to see from this matchup actually. This is really big for Chovy. Chovy can shove this wave, he gets a massive reset, and Hecarim cannot kill him because Chovy has more stacks on the RE ult. So right now Faker is really behind, and this is going to be a very rough time for him. Let's see how he approaches here. So to bring this back to this lane fundamentals, right? If you're playing LeBlanc in this situation, what we want to do is we want to be heavy trading and trading ultimates. Like, the more we use ultimate as a LeBlanc, the better it is for us, because it's a good trading tool for us. We have a shorter cooldown on it, and Ahri cannot really retaliate with it. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I really love the aggressive posturing of Faker here. And especially after Chovy wastes Charm. Perfect combo. And another perfect W. Massive trade. So Chovy really fucked up by missing his Charm, actually. And now he actually goes for a reset. Crazy. Massive blunder here on Chovy's side. After taking the lead with the kill from Rakan. Massive blunder and textbook play from Faker. Which allows Faker to actually get a bit of a hold back into the lane right now. Nice dodge from Faker. Interesting. So the Scorch kind of messes Faker up here. It seems that because of the Scorch he takes a tower shot, and right now it's a bit in Ahri's favor once again. Waves bouncing out to Faker, and Ahri can now just shove and move and maybe can make plays with her ultimate. But Faker actually goes for a really creative roam. Let's rewind this in a bit. Okay. Nice one by Chovy. Ooh, good Hecarim ult. Okay. Pretty even trade once again. Let's take a look at this roam from Faker. Really creative one. So it kind of looks like Faker wants to base here. And that would make sense given his situation in lane, since he just took a tower shot. But he actually went for the roam on top lane, which is genius. Chovy didn't ping it out because he didn't expect it himself. So really nice roam by Faker, actually. Very creative, and it worked out in his favor in a way. So now Faker gets tempo, slow pushing into Chovy. Definitely want to be looking to trade here. Good attempt. So Chovy is now level 8. That means the trade's actually going to be very hard for Faker right here. Lane is looking rough, especially with also 5 stacks on the Dark Seal. That Chovy will just beat Faker in these trades. Let's take a look at what happens here. So this is a very aggressive trade from Faker. And we get lucky that the minion blocks the charm, otherwise we would be dead right here. I would be very careful with a trade like this, especially when enemy is like a level higher than us. It's always very dangerous to trade. But we kinda have to in a way, because otherwise Ahri is just gonna outpace us. She's gonna shove the wave like this, and there's not much that we can do against it. Okay, nice wave clear from Faker. Yeah, we're in such a tough position here. Okay, so TP's back. That means that we're in a better position now. But Chovy also has TP, so heavy trading is always interesting in this situation. Maybe you can force the Ahri ult here. Yes, he can, but this is really good for Chovy, because Faker now has to base as well. Wait, how did Chovy end up here? Faker once again goes for a roam play. Very creative roams. Really creative how these roams of Faker are. I'm really impressed by his roams. His laning, definitely a bit underwhelming. Like he got actually smacked by Chovy, but his roams actually make up for a bit of that. As you can see, he's a bit of a tempo disadvantage right now. Gragas salvages it by teleporting mid, but we're definitely going to be falling a bit further behind once again on mid lane, especially since Ahri has her mythic already. And what do we have as LeBlanc here? Not that much. So we're in a pretty tough position here. Oh, we actually have red buff, so we can sustain the lane and actually start trading again. So that's also something that kind of saves us here this game. Okay, Faker goes out of fog, which is very smart. Misses the chain. That was a good combo. Let's actually take a look what it does. Maybe it doesn't chain actually. Yeah, it seems like it doesn't chain. Nice auto attacks in the meantime. But Chovy wins it. He dodges the chain and therefore the biggest amount of Faker's damage. Faker greedily clears the wave here, but it works. Very explosive, very exciting matchup. This is the stuff that I want to see. And this is rough. Oh, he still dies. Well done by Chovy. Yeah, and it's looking to spiral a bit out of control here. Actually, it's looking to spiral a bit out of control. So Chovy is building MR here, which is genius. And once he gets the MR item, absolutely over. Very nice trade from Chovy. Let's take a look at this trade. Crazy trade. He's got the red buff. Hits the charm into the Everfrost Q. And Faker is basically already out of lane. He has to take a reset real soon. He uses all his potions actually. He doesn't have the damage to follow up. Okay, but Morgana. Oof. Let's take a look. Could he have done something differently here? Faker's quite high HP. I think he could have stood his ground. I'm pretty sure he has Q back up here. Pretty sure if he stayed, he could have killed Chovy. But maybe he panicked a little bit. Bit unfortunate. Was a good attempt though. Chovy gets out with a slimmer of HP. Oh, what's happening, man? Faker goes back in actually. Crazy, what am I watching? This is exactly the shit I want to see. So nice trade of kills. That's good for Faker. Faker also now gets his Everfrost and is in a way better position. They got a nice win condition on Hecarim. Hecarim is really popping off, so it's definitely still a very, very even game, and I'm very curious to see how it plays out. So Dragon is the next objective here. It seems like the team of Chovy and Viego is going to take it. Chovy heads bot. Well, let's take a look at this situation here. So why does Chovy head bot at this stage in the game? So it seems like Chovy heads bot here because his Ezreal's dead, and this is a nice tempo play to, one, answer the bot wave, and secondly, put their support and their AD carry on mid lane. So what's going to happen if their AD carry and the support go to mid lane? That means that the vision is also going to be around mid lane. And what do we see right now on the map? Herald is coming up in 1 minute. So this is a pretty good transitional play with the lane assignments. I really, really like this. Because Ahri doesn't really care if she's playing against Xayah. She can just wave clear, sustain, and get the push still. But if Faker, as LeBlanc, is playing against Ezreal and Rakan, he cannot do anything. It's really hard for LeBlanc to play into a ranged AD carry with a support next to them. So this is a very, very smart and good swap. And this will probably lead to a big tempo advantage on the top side, a lot of vision. And that's exactly what we're already seeing here. Because of this tempo advantage, we get a pick, we get the tower on bot side. Very, very good swap here. And probably already, probably also the Herald, because that's going to be the eventual aim here. Shoves the wave, sees that the boys are on Herald, and therefore he hovers towards mid. And then he sees actually that the enemies are not contesting, so he can stay. Nice little bit of poke onto the Hecarim. Doesn't really change much, but once again, you know, showing your muscles. Mental damage, that's also what counts. Shoves the wave, hovers mid. Yeah, it seems like his zombie ward ID is really, really smart actually. I really like that. I should attempt that a bit more as well. Zombie ward. Seems very, very solid. So we're just shoving the wave all the time. And we probably have our second item spike right now. We then teleport mid lane. Because there's a little skirmish going on. Let's actually take a look at the skirmish. Because this is something that we could have anticipated in a way. So LeBlanc, Chovy, LeBlanc and Faker actually gained mid lane here and root up the Ezreal. Which is a very good play by Faker. And Chovy is like recalling in the side lane. Then Gragas also teleports in. And Chovy is still recalling. So I see what Chovy's doing here, right? And it makes sense that he's doing it to get his item spike and stuff. But there's one thing that really bothers me when I see Chovy play, right? It's so competitive focused in a way. It's so self-oriented. Like, there's definitely, if it would be a pure solo queue player right now, what I would recommend, or like actually what I also would recommend in my coaching, is that we actually maybe even embrace reality here, right? And actually play a bit more towards and with our team, so this doesn't happen. Or we communicate better with them to actually make them understand that this is a possible play that Faker can go for. As we recognized, Faker has very creative roams. And that's something that we got to be very careful about. LeBlanc has a lot of catch potential, as we recognize, right? So very good play by Faker, and a little mistake by Chovy, actually letting his team just collapse like this. Seems like he's looking to fight. Interesting. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Very interesting. Shoves the wave. LeBlanc teleports in. Crazy chains by Faker. Faker, what are we doing here? Damn. I think if he chases the Ezreal right, he gets the root, and he can then use Everfrost like this to actually root him up further, and maybe he can actually kill him. So I'm not sure exactly, but it seems like Faker did another little misplay here. And that really benefits the team of Chovy here, because LeBlanc off the map means that there's a lot of threat just gone. And this is exactly what these guys want in this situation. If they cannot get caught by LeBlanc, they should win the game. In my opinion, they outskill. In my opinion, they outrange, and they got more tools in the late game. So Chovy is just playing the side lane, shoving, moving. Maybe looking for a little player on the mid lane. Morgana, Black Shield counters it. Well done, Morgana. Let's actually take a look at the skirmish here. Bunch of damage coming in from Chovy's team. It seems like they're just really far ahead actually. Nice charm. Well played by Faker, catching the kill on the Rakan on the backhand. Really good. Okay, so Chovy had base, which is doable because enemy top and enemy Hecarim are dead for the dragon. And he then heads mid because a little skirmish is popping off. With a very low ult cooldown, actually manages to flashes as well. Very good situation, and we're gonna be looking to get a Baron real soon here. Faker died, Morgana died. Maybe we can make another catch. This is actually genius. So since Hecarim is alive and these guys have not taken a reset, starting Baron right now is dangerous. We also don't have Ahri ult. It's doable, but it's dangerous with Hecarim and Kagas being alive. So what I really like that he does here, right, is that they don't insta-start Baron, but rather look for a pick on the Hecarim right here. And this is actually genius. He walks around, catches the Hecarim, and they should pick him off here. And Hecarim actually gets out. Oh, wait, they kill Hecarim. That's really good. That's really good. The idea behind the play was genius. Now can just all take a reset from the big fights that they had, spend their gold, and look for skirmishes once again. And as we can see, right, the control on enemy topside right here is massive. They've got so many wards, and that means it's really hard for the enemies to actually do something right here. How does Chovy use his ultimate here? So he teleports in and insta ults. Bit of a greedy teleport then. This was a very good attempt. This was also a very nice play actually. He predicted where Faker wanted to go. It was very nice. So Faker's out. Can they do the Nash here? They cannot. Faker has teleport. They're just looking to get a catch here, which is very smart. These guys play around the Baron very well, in my opinion. They do it really nice. Good charm. Ooh, bit of an overcommit by Viego here. That might cost his life. Oh, Hecarim, what are we doing there? Right. And they should wrap it up right here. So what happened here? So I think Viego overcommitted and he should have definitely died. But he actually got out alive because not the entire team was around this position, but only Faker and Kagas. And since Viego has mercs, he can definitely survive this. So let's actually see what the Hecarim does. This has to be like a Till play or something like that, right? Because that is like suicide. Yeah. And the others just clean up right here. Nice ult by Chovy. Nice charm. And that wraps it up. So this was actually a really, really good game to watch. It was actually the first time that I watched it myself as well. So like stuff like this is exactly the stuff that I want to see from these Korean pros. Aggressive laning, crazy decision making, and high stakes gaming like this. And this was an amazing review. So I thank you all for watching. If you guys have any questions about this game or about anything else, just let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I'll see you guys real soon with another video. Bye bye.